All right, everyone, welcome to our week 4. So, due this week by the 2nd of February, that is this coming Sunday, is your second essay. That is your descriptive essay. You will be receiving your narrative essay this week. I will begin grading those Monday, the 27th. You should have those back certainly by, if not before, the weekend, giving you time to kind of understand my expectations, how I grade, and my feedback in the margins for in your essays, and using that to maybe avoid some of the errors that have been pointed out and improve in your second essay. Now, a word on grading, it is according to a rubric. It is a standardized rubric with content, structure and organization, style and language, and format. Those are the four criteria. Each is worth 25 points. 25 times 4 is 100. So you will receive your rubric score and your total score, your grade percentage. And the rubric is self-explanatory in that each component has an explanation. Okay, so if you are puzzled or frustrated or you don't understand why you got the grade that you got, I always welcome you to, in a civil, mature, adult fashion, please, to reach out to me and just ask me, hey, I got this grade. Would you mind explaining it a little further? Help me understand why I got the grade that I got. And I will be happy to do that. What I want to make very clear, though, is that I don't have the capability to give each of you a line-by-line, detailed analysis of each and everything that you do right or wrong. Okay? I am one person. I don't have a team of TAs at the ready to help me grade these things. So your patience and understanding is appreciated. But also I welcome anybody wanting to discuss why they got what they got. If these are your grades, you all are more than entitled to know, to be given an explanation. I do give marginal comments. It's my hope that you could infer why you got what you got by reading the rubric breakdown. But if you have lingering questions, don't hesitate to ask me, and I will be happy to be any help that I can be. So that is our first essay due to you all this week. Second essay, the descriptive. Again, you could use the SCC exercises as kind of building blocks for your essay, but you don't necessarily have to. This essay is concerned with describing a person, place, or thing. It is up to you what that person, place, or thing is. A person, a family member, an intimate relation, husband, girlfriend, wife, or maybe your pet, something like that. A place, your hometown, your favorite vacation destination, wherever that might be. A thing could be a physical thing, an object, or an abstract thing, an idea. So it could be an object like your vehicle, your car, or it could be an abstract idea like love or freedom or truth or virtue or vice or whatever you want to say. And you are using a descriptive language appealing to the five senses to make these things come alive and pop off the page. There's a danger in over-describing, I should say. Think of a book, a novel, a short story, a poem, a magazine article, whatever it is. Think of the ones you've read that are overly descriptive, or movies that are overly detailed and overly descriptive. What is the danger there that you run into? Well, you might be overwhelmed by description. There is such a thing, okay? This is all to say that you want to be skillful in how you deploy your descriptions, okay? Do you want to say, I ate a big, red, juicy, delicious, sumptuous, sweet, tart apple? Or do you want to say, I ate a delicious apple? Okay. Maybe that's not the most perfect example you could possibly imagine, but for demonstration purposes, my point there being the first of those descriptions is very long-winded, very flowery or ornate, contrived, overboard. Okay. The second one is restrained and concise and to the point. Now you might say, well, you said a delicious apple. Delicious how? Okay, well, maybe you could write that in the second sentence or in the following sentences. How is it delicious? Okay, but give yourself the space to explore your subject with your descriptive language. Don't try to pack everything in one sentence. Okay, of course, you have a 2 to 3 page essay. You're going to have many sentences to explore. When you're thinking of structure, do it in accordance, you could say, as you read in SCC, that whole idea of spatial order. If you are describing your home, your introduction could be kind of an overall, introduction of your home. Why is it meaningful? What is it all about? And then you could go and describe each room, and each of those rooms could serve as the body paragraphs. So you give yourself an organizing principle that way, okay? Let's say you are describing love, okay? Well, you could divide your 3 paragraphs, your 3 body paragraphs, intimate love, erotic love. I don't know if those are necessarily one and the same. Brotherly love, okay? And maybe love of country, or something like that. Those are 3 different types of love, okay? But they all fit under the general rubric of love, okay? So that's kind of the pattern, the organizing principle I would follow there. So that is our second essay, and that's it for this week for assignments. Now, the other thing that is open this week is, it's our first one, it's a blog. Blogs are voluntary. They are not mandatory. You can participate in a blog. You don't have to, though. No penalty if you don't. But the good thing about each time you contribute to the blog, each blog, you will be awarded probably somewhere around 2 to 3 points added to your research essay, okay? And this is going to be the same when we move on to 1102. And I'll tell you what, students who participate in each blog, they can pull themselves up from a C to a B, from a B to an A, from a D to a C, etc. A whole grade change in some cases from their essay attempt initially before the blog points. And then when I add those blog points, it's a pretty significant improvement, okay? And the blogs, what they call on you to do, again, should you choose to participate, is to kind of reflect and offer your critique, opinion, review of the stories, the examples that we've read in the previous unit. So this one, I have the George Orwell from a couple weeks ago, Shooting an Elephant, and Bonnie Smith Yackel's My Mother Never Worked. So if you do choose to participate in the blog, and I gave instructions in the blog area, just give your own opinions, your reflections. Did you like them? Did you not like them? Why? Why not? Okay. So it's more of a dress down sort of mode you are in here, but you still want to be as error-free, as grammatically sound, and your tone should be mature and civil and academic and professional and all that good stuff, all the same, okay? So to recap, your second essay is due by the end of the week. That is your descriptive. I will be working hard on getting your narratives back to you this week. My goal is to do that by, if not before, the weekend, okay? And your blog, the first blog, is enabled from Monday to Sunday the 2nd, should you choose to participate in the blog, okay? The journal, the first journal, I will be getting to those beginning next week. Your other assignments, your SCC assignments and narrative reader selections from a couple weeks ago or so are now in the grade book. So that is 3 grades so far as of the recording of this video, Sunday, 10:40 a.m., 126. That is the discussion forum, the first initial assignment, the no-show assignment, and then the first SEC assignment, I believe, is exercises 2 and 3. on narration, and then the George Orwell and Bonnie Smith Yackle reader discussion question assignments. Those are now all in the can. So I have your first major assignment, your narrative essay, and then I'll move on to the journal. And the journals, remember, are included in the class and homework category, grade category, which is it's either 10 to 15%. I believe it's 15%. Although it could be wrong, it might be 10%. Double check your syllabus on that of your total grade. So that is what is coming up this week, our fourth week or our third and a half week, however you are counting it. We're counting it as our fourth week. Being that we are moving, thinking that that first 3 days was its own entire week, we very well might be left with a little extra time at the end of this section here, 1101, this quarter. So I'll have to see how that factors in as we progress a little further in the coming weeks. So just be aware that there might be some moving around with the scheduling. And I have to figure out how to accommodate you all with your spring break schedule. I don't think that it coincides with the college's spring break schedule. So I'll have to figure all that out, and I look to do that sooner rather than later so that we all know where we are and where we're going. All right, everybody, so I'm going to go ahead and close it down here. I hope you all have a great fourth week of our class. Thanks for working hard, and reach out to me if you have any questions. If you want me to look at a draft for your descriptive, as I'm grading the narrative essays this week, it might be a little difficult for me to get those turned around. Excuse me, but I will do my best. So again, preferably before Thursday, if you have a draft you would like me to look over for your descriptive. Okay. All right, everybody, have a great week. I will see you next week. Ta-ta.